guys, it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Liv and I make everyday classics vegan with a twist. Also, of course, welcome back to the coffee shop series, which is my favorite and I know a lot of your favorite. This is a series where I do cafe inspired drinks and treats and I pair together ones that I just think complement each other perfectly for your next coffee break. I started this series a while back and I've done a ton of Starbucks recreations, but today I'm recreating a coffee shop drink from a local coffee shop. It's actually one of my favorites and I always love everything that I get there, but I started doing something that's not on their menu. So I call the drink an iced Nutella latte, but when I order it there, I get a dark chocolate mocha iced with added hazelnut syrup and I get oat milk. So I'm going to show you how I make my version of this at home. And then to go with that today, I'm going to show you how to make an air fryer brownie. And this is another thing that I've just been so obsessed with. It actually uses a recipe that's on my blog. So I've been doing it in my air fryer and I'm going to show you all of the details on how to do that. Before I get started, I have to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. You guys probably know by now, sponsors are what make it possible for me to make this content for you guys. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for anyone who just loves learning. As someone who also runs an online business, they have a ton of classes that have also been really helpful for me, like video for Instagram, Pinterest, SEO, blog stuff. One that I am particularly excited about that actually fits in perfectly with this video is a class called From Plant to Cup, and it's basically all about how to brew an amazing cup of coffee. So if any of you guys are like as into coffee as I am, or if you want to learn a little bit more about how to make amazing coffee, then definitely take that class. So for the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description box below, you can get 1 month free of Skillshare to try it out and see what you think, take some classes, and if you do, make sure to leave a comment, let me know which classes you're taking. The best thing about my favorite coffee shop is that it's very open and the place where you get to wait for your drinks. You have a clear path of like where you can watch them make the coffee. So I always pay very, very close attention when they make my drinks so that I can be sure to do everything exactly like they do it and so that I can see like the products that they use and stuff. So they use this dark chocolate Monin syrup. This is vegan. Their other chocolate one is not, and I don't think like any of their other ones are, but this one is vegan. You want like 1 to 2 tablespoons of this. If you like it like very sweet and like very chocolatey, I would do 2, but if you don't, then just kind of like do 1. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Then I have brewed a shot of espresso, but if you're just using coffee, just use like strongly brewed coffee or an espresso pot or whatever you're using and add that to this. So this is what they do. They add it in, and then the warmth from the coffee kind of like helps dissolve the syrup. So you just want to stir that. Put it into your serving cup. You could do it in this, but I just think that this one looks nicer. Pour it in there. I'm gonna move you down. Next, I'm using this hazelnut syrup. This is not the exact brand that they use, but the one that they use is like super fancy and I don't really know where to get it. So we're gonna go with this. And what's great is I bought a pump, like the kind of pumps they use in coffee shops to measure syrup. And 1 pump is half of a tablespoon. So if you get 3 pumps at like Starbucks or your favorite coffee shop or whatever, then that would be 1.5 tablespoons of syrup. So that's kind of a way to like measure it and make sure it's the same as your favorite place when you're at home if you don't have the pump. So I usually ask for 1 pump there, but I feel like their milk that they use, like their oat milk, is a lot sweeter. So when I make it at home, I just do a full tablespoon. So that would be like 2 pumps. Do lots of ice. And then just add your milk. Okay, how good does that look? Oh my gosh, I love when the milk gets like a little bit light brown. It just looks like so chocolatey and delicious. Oh my gosh, okay, I almost forgot. One of the key steps in this is to add like the tiniest pinch of salt. Okay, do you see? Like maybe this much. You could add it when it's warm, that would probably be a better idea, but I just forgot. I've made this with salt and without salt. And like I said, it's only the tiniest bit, but the one with salt is always way better. I don't know why, it just brings out like the sweetness and the chocolate flavor so much more. See, yeah, it's like just a little better. Okay, the next thing we're making is a personal size, like in a ramekin, Airfryer Brownie. So this is a like single serving version of the half-baked brownie dip from my blog. I like to stir it together in like a slightly larger bowl, and then I just like spray my Ramekin and then put it into there. So I'm gonna move you down again. To start, you want some almond butter or peanut butter or hazelnut butter if you want to keep this very like on brand for the Nutella theme. But I just have almond butter right now, and that's what I prefer to use. So you just want to do like a tablespoon, or you know, a heaping tablespoon if you're me, of almond butter. Similar amount of maple syrup, so like a tablespoon-ish of maple syrup. And I love this recipe because it's gluten-free and refined sugar-free and only a few ingredients, so it's just so easy to make. It's cocoa powder, so just do a tablespoon of that. And then the last thing is oat flour. If you don't have this, just blend up some plain oats until it's a flour consistency. Like you can see, it's just like that. I just make my own oat flour. I don't buy it, and then I just like store it in a jar. And then I do vanilla extract, but if you wanted to, again, like get fancy, you could do hazelnut extract, and that would be so good. It'd be like a Nutella brownie. Okay, so you wanna start just kind of mixing that up. And it's gonna be very thick feeling. Okay, actually my almond butter was really runny, as you guys probably saw. Like, it's like a super runny consistency. So this isn't actually too thick. If you find it's too thick, if it's not like super stirrable, just add a splash of non-dairy milk. Then you're just gonna spray or just like grease a Ramekin. You're gonna put that in. I like to just get a little bit of the oil on my fingers and press it into a flat layer. Ta-da! And then I just do a few chocolate chips on the top. That was actually a lot. I like to just press some chocolate chips into it like that. Okay, so I've got my air fryer here. Just going to put it in at 350 for 9 minutes. And if you have like a convection oven or something, that will be similar, so you can just do it in the oven, but maybe start it for like a little bit less time. This is how it should look when it's done. Just like a little cracked, but cooked all the way around. I'm just gonna add a little bit of vegan ice cream. Actually the best. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Hazy, no chocolate for doggies. And I mean, just truly the perfect pairing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you try out either of these super easy recipes, you can leave a rating and review on my blog, or you can leave a comment here or tag me on Instagram. I'm at itslivb. I love to see when you guys make my recipes. Don't forget, if you want to check out Skillshare or that coffee class that I mentioned, the first 1,000 people to click the link below will get a free month of Skillshare. Both of these recipes are linked below. That is everything for me today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!